Tonight on Your Health, expecting mothers will now have an additional 20 hours of paid sick leave. That's thanks to the New York State budget that was recently passed. And it's the first of its kind in the country. Officials of the North Country Prenatal Perinatal Council say these additional hours are a game changer because pregnant women who have access to regular prenatal medical visits are less likely to die in childbirth, and their newborns are more likely to be healthy.
It's really making sure that all the families are connected to services, which is something that we do, and why we propose that, because we're really trying to look to reduce those low birth weights, early term births, and all of those reasons. You know, the doctors can kind of come up and see those things before they happen.
Pate says any pregnant women that have questions can call her office for more information.